Let it take my soul. Living in a serious time. Society's losing its mind. Attracted to the drama and the glitter. Distracted by Facebook and Twitter. Homicides, war, and crime. I'm gone around. Say you didn't gun down. Boom! He's here. We live in a serious time. Time for us to rise. Time for us to find our way, first of all. First of all, we're going to find our way, then we'll rise. But that's why I wrote the Most High. I'm going to explain you my vision, why I wrote the most. No sound. You have no sound. You don't hear me? I have sound here. It says I'm live and direct. Live and direct in the tube. Seems to have sound here. You hear me? I don't know. Vince says there's no sound. Anyway, we'll see. I have sound. Thanks, Leslie. Thanks, Leslie. No, maybe at the beginning you had no sound. I don't know. I don't know. Here, my indicator of sound is going, so it should be good. So yeah, the Most High will show us the way. But the Most High, you know, I can refer to God. I can refer to many external forces. But I think the biggest force is you. It's me taking action. It's me trusting myself in the process. This is big. This is huge. This makes a huge difference. And that's why I say the Most High, but you got to get in touch with that Most High, with that higher self, with that true you, you know, if you want to say it like that. So for me, it's very important to be faithful over few, for sure, because, you know, you will receive signs along the way also. When you start your journey, and when you start tapping into your greatness, to the love and everything, you're going to find suddenly that, yeah, things start to change a lot. That's what I experience every day. Every day I come here, it's a new, it's like a new awakening. It's like a new, first of all, it's a new day. It's a new, I give thanks for life every day. You know, I don't take nothing for granted, nothing to, and I give thanks. I give thanks. And my way to give thanks for life is to do something with my life. Do something with my life. You know, I've been given the greatest opportunity of all time. I'm alive. So why not do something with it, you know? But I always did great things. I mean, but it's not that I never had goals or never had dreams, but maybe aiming too low. And that's the problem. At what point you aim low and you hit and you stay in comfort zone, because you think what you're aiming for is really high or something, but you realize that it's not your life work. Many of times I was challenging myself, yeah, but not really into my life work and into something I wanted to last, be worthwhile. And you know, I can challenge myself in any job, working for someone else, but working for you, finding your calling, finding your purpose, finding your reason why you're here is not always, it's not gonna come and knock at your door. So you have to take action. You have to find it. You have to find it. And once you take, the more action you take, the more you're going to be in touch with that higher self or higher presence inside you, if I can say. That's how I feel it. But it's to be very present. Being present is very important. And sometimes this is what we lack. We lack the presence. We lack presence and power. So the moment you regain presence into the what is called the present moment, it's very important to seize that there is opportunity and there is things you can do from living in the moment. But if you're always into anxiety and worries and stuff, you don't create. You don't create, and we're here as co-creator. We're here to create something magnificent out of our lives, for sure. I don't know how am I gonna get there, but I'm finding my way more and more because I'm getting in touch with my higher self, if you want to call it, more and more by taking action each and every day. Constant action, consistent action is very important. You have to master the little stuff before you master the big stuff. That's a natural law. That's a natural law. Yeah, that's a natural law, and nobody can really escape those natural universal laws that you reap what you sow and stuff like that. These are, but it's to find your way into your, what's the purpose of life is a life of purpose. So we all have a purpose here. It's just to discover it, discover your calling, discover your dream. What's your passion? But we all know pretty much we're all passionate. Pretty much we're passionate about. But I don't know. Maybe some people have lost the passion too with life. But most of us have a passion into something. To me, it's reggae music. I love reggae music, and I love to talk. I love to express myself. I don't know really what I'm doing, but I'm finding my way more and more. Like I'm coming here every morning. It's not. You ask me, what are you doing? I don't know too much. I'm trying to find my way, and I think if I take the more action I'm gonna take, the more I trust myself in the process of awakening, or I don't know. To me, yeah, probably it's an awakening. But even that, I don't know. I don't like the separation from the rest of the people. Everything that causes separation and division, I don't really like to entertain that idea. So awakening, yeah, yeah, maybe I think it's just we're very oblivious to a system, and we are being transformed into robots and stuff like that, and we're not really seeing what's going on. And the general population doesn't really see what's going on with their own life. First of all, I had an idea that I wasn't doing my dream. I was working for someone else, but I thought that was life. I thought this was that was okay because you find yourself okay in that situation also because you see everybody around being okay with that. So the moment that the whole falls into unconsciousness, it's easy to once you become unconscious to not make yourself feel guilty about whatever you do, whether you consume whatever madness you consume, whatever evil ritual you're doing, you're going to be comfortable with it because the whole is comfortable with the unconsciousness. So that's why sometimes we don't even see what we're doing. We don't realize what we're doing until we question what we're doing or become more conscious of our behaviors. But until then, if you don't seek, you won't find. Simple. Simple. Seek and you will find. You reap what you sow. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, for sure. That's important to focus. Focus on your goals. Focus on you. It's you versus you. That's what I find. So every morning I come here, it's like I'm going into a fight, and that's like I'm going. It's like a boxer getting onto a ring. Same thing. I have the same kind of because that's what I have to do. I have to, the demons inside the bad forces, or if you want to call it more the demons inside of us, are very present for sure. So it's to each and every day align yourself with your most high. That's how I called it, the most high, or even that. But it's just words. There's just words anyway. It's just so we have a track on what I'm going to talk to you about, a path on what to go. But to me, it's just words. Like I could have put I in HIGH. Like I put at the when I started. When I made the title, it was the most high, the most high. But I said, hey, I'm the most high. That's the most high inside me. We all have that most high inside of us. And if we start taking action, start going In the world, the moment we all want to enter a new paradigm, like Jason said in his song, "New Paradigm." We all need a new paradigm. We all need a shift in our life, for sure. It's but some are comfortable where they are. Also, me, I needed to know. I needed to change some things. I knew there was that this life was meant for was intended for something. I always felt that my life was very special. I always felt special, but never when we're all very special. We're all very special to the divine. If you don't see it, might need to do a bit of work on yourself, and you will realize. But yeah, we're all very important. And when once I realized exactly that I had, something to bring here, something to create, which is Motivation Academy. Yeah, the world is one illusion, big illusion. The world is a big illusion, but this is why also we know it's a huge illusion out there. It's not huge. It's a mental genocide. If you want to ask me, it's very evil. What's going on? It's very evil. It's very evil system and very. I don't know. To me, there's something to, for sure, we have to expose. We have to talk about it. We cannot put our heads in the sand and refuse to talk about it. It's not something I give energy to. I don't give my life energy to Babylon, because I've been giving my life energy to Babylon for a long time in my life. Now that I'm out of this this kind of madness, it's very dark. It's very dark, the rabbit hole, and but I still like to talk about stuff like that. To me, today, my mind is not so much into proving like anything about the shape of the earth or stuff like that. So I just want to rise and each and every day. So if I rise each and every day, it doesn't prevent me from talking about anything. I mean, if I keep my mind, if I keep my eyes on the prize, very important. Keep your eyes on the prize and constantly rise. Ha! That's good. Keep your eyes on the prize and constantly rise each and every day. Yeah, it's the. And in whatever that you do, this is how you will pick up a huge momentum, and you will start attracting also great things in your life. Great things in your life. If you give, you will receive. But it's about giving. It's about helping others before they help you also. And this is not what we've been conditioned to. We've been conditioned to hate, to fear, to do all these things that are not of our natural alignment, and we're just keeping emphasizing and then blowing up their bubble. And so the moment we become conscious altogether, the world will change. The world will be a better place. Better days are coming. It's just a matter of time. Of time. Time. Yeah, we can, like I say, we can block our mind saying time doesn't exist and stuff like that. But to me, time is not something I experience. I experience it now, but I can refer to time for saying in a month, in a year, 2 years ago, like this kind of stuff. But I know the only experience that I have is here and now, and this is just to get in touch with this. Because when I started these video on YouTube, I wasn't that reflective. I was more trying to find my way, trying to find my higher self, trying to find where I was going to go with that. Even today, I don't absolutely know where I'm going with that, but I trust myself that I'm making things happen. And that's what you need to do. You need to, and that also, I feel like I'm led to do this. It's not something that I force. I'm led to do this. I'm led to inspire the world, inspire myself, keep my motivation, and staying motivated is very important in a world full of negativity. Staying motivated is is my priority number one, because the moment I go out of myself, it's very negative. So if I stay motivated, stay in, stay grounded, stay with my higher self, and when I block those negative vibrations coming from all over, from left to right, all the hype coming from left to right, like Teacher D says, it's the moment that's it, that you don't give attention. It's just we have to stop paying attention to their stuff. It's just listen, we know the whole world's a stage. The whole world is gone mad. The world has gone mad big time. But what can we do other than being the light and being the change? Keeping promoting their stuff by talking about it, or being the change, bringing more love, more unity, more solution, more. I think the idea, the solution is here. The awakening of the solution is happening now. We are the solution. We are the world. We have the power, and that's the awakening that's happening. That's the shift that's happening right now. Is that we are becoming conscious of our existence. We are remembering who we are, and we're not gonna let anything hold us down. For sure. This is the path of awakening of humanity. It cannot be avoided. This cannot be stopped. Me, I'm not worried, because it cannot be stopped. It's on the rise constantly, and there's more and more people every day. Like, just our vibrations affect the whole plane. Just the amount of people, and we don't need to have a super big amount of becoming conscious. It's not gonna take long. One pick it up, the other one beside you is gonna pick it up, and this and that. It goes fast. An awakening can go very fast, because it's not hard. It's not because I don't feel very different. I just feel more strength. More power, more. I ask more questions now. That's it. And I wanted to know. I wanted to know what was going on. If you don't want to know, you're never gonna seek. I needed to know. I wanted to know. I told you from a long time ago. I was into this because I needed to know. I always been some kind of seeker. Always been a seeker, but never seeked in the right place. Like, I was seeking outside of myself, seeking. The moment you reverse your journey from the external to the internal, that's where you're gonna start to rise for real, and really connect with your heart to the world. And this is our goal here, is to open our heart, connect to the world, and reach people's heart, so they can at their turn make a change when they're ready in their own life, and bring something more aligned with nature, create an alignment with nature. This is what we need to do. But now we're destroying everything. No, we have lost our way pretty much. Society has lose its mind. It's clear to me. We live in a perilous time, but it's a time also where I see hope. I have hope when I hear the truth being spoken. It gives me hope, for sure. And that's what we should do. We should really, be hopeful that things are going to change. If we're always in the negativity and say it doesn't change, but you're going to see the change once you be the change. If you're not being the change, you're not going to see change. You might perceive it. You might have a little idea that things are changing, but you're not going to really feel it. Like, all the things that you want to experience, you want to know, you want to see, it's stuff you have to experience. That's what I think. I think life is a big experience, and we should do the maximum experience we can while we're here, and not stop where we are and get satisfied. Like, it's always, we can always go for more and be more. Like, to me, there's always people in need of inspiration. The world is big, it's huge. There's lots of people, and a lot of people try to find their way. A lot of them are lost with righteousness. Unfortunately, lost when we have everything, and each and every one of us has all the biological equipment to make sense of reality and make sense of their life, and bring something, a dream to life. Manifest their dream into reality. We all been given the same equipment. If you don't have no illness or disability, the mental disability, which can make it a little slower. But still, you can reach what you want. I'm sure these people have dreams also. It's not because you have a bit of mental issues or something that you have no goals or no dreams so I think everyone should have the right to at least get in touch with themselves. But we should empower people to do that also. We have to teach the children. We have to, us adults, the responsible, supposedly mature. What are we doing? We're lying to children in school. We don't even question nothing. We're like zombies, walking dead in a world full of glories and wonder and love and grace. And we miss all the beauty of life. And just by lying to the children, imagine all the power you take away from them. That's what happened to me. I realized that I was a much more powerful, and that's what gave me a lot of strength. Is discovered that we are lying on everything. We are professional liars. We lie on everything. I can say they, but it's we. It's the teacher of my children lying to them. So it's not they. It's us, the people. We can blame them. We can blame Babylon. But as far as I'm concerned, she's not tortured to lie to the children. She does it unconsciously. And that's what we all do. We all do things and repeat stuff unconsciously over and over, generation again. So it becomes accepted as truth. But the whole thing is a lie. And nobody is asking questions. It's like, hello, can we take a pause here and reflect and maybe ask question? Why are we teaching the same thing over years after years? Why don't we bring new method of learning, new method of teaching? Why don't we bring the children outside? Why don't we bring the children outside more to be in touch with nature, to show them all the glory and the wonder around? And no, keep them secluded in class and make them do mathematics and all kinds of stuff that they will not remember. I remember maybe a few things in maths, no? But a few things that are some are very important. Like there's stuff I used on my jobs often because of mathematics. But I mean, the goal should not be to brainwash them with maths. The goal should be to brainwash them with nature and empowerment and motivation and inspiration, and so they can go after their dream. They can go after their dream life, not only for the gratification of money and having a good life, but to actualize yourself here. This is the greatest feeling in existence. I'm sure is one of the greatest I ever felt was coming live and direct on YouTube. For sure, I can be high on weed, but it's nothing like that. This is very, very empowering. This is to me, I like it because it's live and direct. It's very real. I'm not. It's not something forced and something very natural that I do with very much ease now. But it's just I know I have to. I have to keep going on the path to find my way more and more. Like I haven't found. Maybe my outer purpose will change eventually, probably, and that I'm ready for it, and I'm okay with it. But I think the inner purpose, as long as we stay on track for our inner purpose, which is to awaken to be better person and to eradicate that program inside us, to to just align with better vibration. Just that is it takes works, and it took me a while to realize all these things, but I've done it through talking to myself, introspection, and I like to talk to myself a lot. It's a way for me to. I find answers in my heart a lot. You will find answers in your heart a lot if you look into it, if you open it. But if you keep it shut and you think that it's you against the world, good luck. But it's not you against the world. This is what we think. We think often that we are against the world and this and that. That's what I was thinking when I was young. Thought I was going to change the world, and the world is insane for sure. It's insane what's going on up there. Come on, but we have the possibility to move away from the nonsense and create something. We're here to. One key natural law is this one: we never get more than we can handle. Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. This is one thing that a lot of people say. You will never get more than what you can handle. And that I always had that in mind. From the beginning of my journey here, when I started the Truman Show, I'm like, okay, what's going to come my way and that? But I was always trusting that I was not going to get something that I'm not ready to experience. So I just went in it, and it brought me to meet all kinds of beautiful people, beautiful souls, people looking for truth, or but seeking truth is seeking yourself, most of it. The path is lovingly planned for you, and you will never receive more knowledge or truth than you are ready for. So all the pieces come to you only when you are ready to receive them. The student must be patient. Timing is important, and the answers will come. And the answers will come. No book could ever come close to teaching you what life itself can teach you if you live it with your eyes wide open and are awake to its lesson. To risk is to live. We play small thinking that's a safe way to live, when that's actually the most unsafe place to be. There is no safety in the safe harbor of the known. That's just an illusion we get seduced by, and it can waste a good life. This is what happened with us a lot. We prefer known hells to unknown heaven. No, we prefer stay in the hell, in the mediocrity, and settling for crumbs instead of going for the unknown heaven, because it is out there. If you seek, you will find. Better days are coming. You can have such a experience, such a powerful vibration here on earth. That's all. That's all I will probably experience. I will experience maybe something else after here, but I don't know. Nobody. I've never, like, the only experience I will have that experience when I get there. Like, when I get there, I'm sure I'm gonna have an experience there. But the only experience that I have is right now. It's right now. It's always in the moment. So that's why making the best you can of each and every moment. Don't stress. Do your best. Forget the rest. And just do what you have to do. Very important. Very important to do what we have to do. We all have something to do. Here I have a text from Melissa Kemper. Very, very interesting, that one. This is a game of frequencies. This is, the illusion in which we live is one of a dualistic nature, and therefore comprised of opposing vibrations and ideas: good, bad, light, dark, up, down, left, hate, etc. The way out of this game is through the middle, through a space of neutrality. It is in this space that we are no longer subject to polarities upon which the matrix sustains itself. It is in this space that the vibration of source resides, which is the highest vibrations in existence. That stuff, I can feel it. One of the easiest ways to raise one's frequency when it is in lower realms is be mindful of the food one is ingesting. This is very, very important. Okay, you might be able also to ingest food that is not really good if you're on a high vibration. Like, I don't think if you're on a high vibration, but it's just if you're in a low vibration realm and you consume a low vibration food, you're going to be very low vibration. You're not going to vibe too much. But if you're high vibration and you consume low vibration food, I don't think this will affect your vibe. But if you keep consuming it, yeah, in the long run, it will affect you. But just once or twice, it won't affect you. I don't think so. But I'm not talking about changing your ways completely, but you know what I mean. To eat a French fry once in a while is not gonna kill you if you're on a high vibe. You know what I mean? Or going for stuff that is a bit less healthy. Like we all like French fries. I don't know too many people that doesn't like French fries. Me, I love them, but I limit myself. You know, I go once in a while, but that doesn't bring down my vibration to eat a French fries with salt and vinegar. So here in Quebec, we have a lot of good place for French fries, so it's hard to resist. If Vince is there, if Vincent is there, he knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. French fries in Quebec are something. Yeah, yeah. You can find them pretty much all over. But yeah, that's it. Don't. It cannot be the only thing you ingest. Like I don't put my priority on French fries, or I will become a French fry. If you eat like a pig, you'll look like a pig. Yeah, mindful of the food one is ingesting because no thing of us are alike. No two of us are alike. What is beneficial for one may not be so for another. However, there are certain rules to this game. They that are written in that if our desires to win and escape the matrix must be followed. That's it. Do you want to escape the matrix or you want to stay in the matrix? That's a question also. Some are very comfortable with the matrix. They find it like because it's the herd mentality to think like everyone else is very comfortable. It's to step out of the herd mentality and express yourself when everybody thinks that Einstein's a genius and all these guys are telling great stuff about space and you come and you your little self here you expose them all, you know, but one truth cannot, a thousand lie cannot will not stand to one truth, so they can lie however they want. We know the truth. We know the truth that they're lying on everything. So what now? We're going to trust them? Like everybody knows that 9/11 is an inside job and stuff, but they still do not question the government. Like it's crazy. It's crazy our state of and they know by doing that, they know that we're totally living that. Like most of us do not even question their doing. So it's exposed in the public and no one in the masses are still asleep, so they know they can do anything they want. Yeah, governments and people in authority, they will. That's how they manipulate us and guide us, for sure, through means of control, propaganda, and lies and deception. However, there are certain rules to this game. That's it. The more in alignment with nature one feeds themselves, the cleverer the body are more balanced its vibration. Realize that there are many foods that are actually detrimental to one's state of being and should not be consumed. Of course, free will allows us to make whatever choices we desire, but if we feel the inner tonguing to not longer consume certain items, it would be in your best interest to do so. Smoking, alcohol, all form contain spirits, drugs, recreational or otherwise, and sugar are not conductive to this process and create chaos in one's vibration. Nor is eating meat. The body does not process animal protein, nor it is required. The body actually produces the protein it needs when being fed properly and all macro and micronutrients are in balance. When we consume meat, we are consenting to allowing ourselves to be consumed by the matrix. There is a process to balancing the body and bringing it gently into the highest and best version. As you eliminate these items from your diet, the desire and cravings from them dissolves. And the old habits are no longer in existence as you have shifted yourself into a different vibration in which they simply cannot exist. That's what's happening. Another very simple way to find grounding and balance is to stop watching the tell-your vision. That's to me that was probably the first step. At one point, I unplugged gradually from the TV. I was losing grip on the TV gradually. At one point, I completely shut it. I said, I have enough. Enough of the madness and the propaganda and the lies. And the news are all fake. Once I discovered that the news were fake, but I never thought they were lying to me. Like I was comfortable. They're always the same guy on TV, so you're comfortable. It's like your family. It's like your big brother or something. So you don't think they're gonna lie to you. You don't. It's so bad. So bad, but they have a script in front of them. They probably don't even know that they lie to the people. I don't know if they are aware of all this. The guy, the presenter, probably. I think at some point when you your unconscious robot at the point to tell the news and not question it. I don't know. I don't know. Some guys in there must be aware of certain stuff for sure. If I come on. Have problem believing that they're all sleeping dead. Yeah, there are forms of it. Of they are these are form of energy harvesting called looshing. They pull ones out of their center and into any variation of fear, and sometimes the opposing frequency elevation. The Super Bowl here in America is a perfect example. So many are unconsciously offering up their source energy to the matrix through engaging in these events. Not to mention the quality of the food and drink being ingested is of very low frequency. That should tell you something. Like they don't serve a high frequency food in a sports event. It's hot dog and French fries and pizza and all low frequency, low vibration food. Beer and soft drink and pretzels and popcorn and all the stuff that is very, very detrimental to us. So, but that we do it also. We perpetuate that. Like, it seems like we crave junk food and stuff more than before you detox, because it's also an intoxication of a process that's been going on for a while. So you have to detox. This is true of any sporting events, concerts, political gathering, protests, etc. Every time there is a mass of people focusing on a single event, there is an enormous amount of power and energy involved. Unfortunately, these events are manipulating the emotions of the observers and harvesting their energy without them even knowing, all under the guise of entertainment or a cause. One of the other things to be aware of is that although we designed and created the framework for this experience before stepping in as the characters we are currently playing, we are also creating while in the game itself. So if we are flooding our awareness with the fear propaganda of the media in all forms is feeding us, that is exactly what will come to be allow your awareness to only be placed upon those things that your own two eyes can see in your immediate reality. It is a rather genius concept to pipe into one's reality through news, social media, etc. The stories of event, real or fake, but it is all an illusion. All an illusion that are occurring not immediately in front of the observer, so that they become pulled away and into something that is not tangible. Not only is a harvesting of the energy for the sustaining of the matrix, but it is also creating the very event in another sector of the game. Creating the very event in another sector of the game. Most know the phrase energy flows where attention goes. Movies and shows are full of images and frequencies the conscious mind is unaware of, and they become embedded within the subconscious and affect the body's energy field. This is why it is called programming. The Disney movies are an easy example of the programming that occurs so quickly. Unless the screen is frozen, it is missed by the conscious mind. They are There are also screens that flash so quickly that there is no freezing to be found by the common computer, as it is highly technical, but they are there. The actual machines themselves, the television, computers, cell phone, and anything electrical emit frequencies that, if you are not balanced and in alignment with your true essence, create chaos and havoc within the body and one's fields of energy. When there is an imbalance in the body's frequency, it expresses in a less than whole and complete fashion, and this is what we call illness or disease. May you be mindful of where you are placing your energy and allow it to be focused on that which you desire to experience and bring forward. May you stop allowing the harvesting of your beautiful source energy for the maintaining of the illusion and begin to consciously create an alignment with your natural essence for as long as the game itself still is in existence. Remember that intent is everything and more powerful than any aspect of this game. Other than the rules themselves, use your imagination to visual your desires and know that as your frequency rises, it will come to be your experience. May you have fun in this game and allow yourself to enjoy your experience by bringing forward awesome situations that support the raising of the frequencies for all involved. Resides in the space between the thoughts, as that is where source wisdom is found. And may you allow your true essence to leave its signature on every moment your beingness occupies. Isn't it nice, huh? Isn't it great, beautiful, wonderful? Nice is not a nice word. Check the etymology of the word nice. I don't think you'll use it anymore. Nice is not a nice word. So that's it. I'm out. I get stuff to do, and I'll be back. Big up Flatlander, Montgomery, Red Rose Rocker, Yellow Crystal Warrior. I saw Wisdom before. Yeah, Jay is there. The Putin will give you a heart attack. The Putin. Yeah, the Putin. If you eat too much Putin, you're going to have a heart attack. But that's a big meal here. Everybody freaks on Putin. Here, there's very good place for Putin. But if you eat too much of the Putin, you'll have a heart attack. But if you come to my town, I'll bring you to a good Putin place. But it's very bad for you. So you want to avoid that kind of food. You want to avoid it the most possible. It's it's the gravy in there, it's the cheese, it's the French fry. It's very bad. It gives you a heart attack. That's a good one. I just saw your comment, Jay. So maybe some of you have experienced the famous poutine in Quebec, but it's the national meal. It's the national meal in Quebec, la poutine. Yeah. So, guys, big up. Until next time, family. Yeah. Beautiful family. Very happy. Very happy to be with you every day and to raise our vibration. That's what we're doing each and every day. It's rising our vibration, finding our way, more and more. It's a long thing. It's not... Even for me, I'm telling you, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm still in the process of finding my way. So it's long. It could be very long. But if we stay focused, and Vlad Putin might give us a heart attack, but not if we eat Putin in small amounts. It's Canada's national meal now. Yeah, it's a bit all over Canada now, the Putin. But if you eat in a small amount, don't go crazy. That's it. But I think here in Quebec, it's the place for poutine. If you come, if you look for a good poutine, you come in. At one point they were even classifying them in from 1 to 10 here in Quebec, the best poutine place and the best. There's so many. But yeah, that's the. It's either meat pie or French fries and gravy. Yeah, we're known for that. We're known for that, the poutine and the meat pies and Québec meat pies avec des pâtes à viande avec des betteraves. Pizza ketchup, Heinz. Yeah, we're very big on this. Heinz ketchup, beets, and meat pie. That's one of the national meal also. That and pâté chinois and Chinese pie. There's all kinds of stuff. That's what I realize is just something we repeat over a generation, and then once you start realizing, hey, this is not supporting me, you start making the shift. It's a new paradigm. No more poutine. So I'm out. And big up. Thanks again, Pappy Coach. Pappy Jenny. Yeah. May I? Oh, yeah, you call me Pappy if you want. No problem. I have no problem with that. Meat pie and sausage rolls are big in Australia. Yeah, beets rocket. Yeah, I love the beets. I love the beets. I have to say, I love the beets, and my mother makes them every year. She cans the beets and she sends us the case of beets. And it's just now I'm without the meat pie. But I replace it by something else. Listen, there's all kinds of stuff. Once you make the shift, you will realize that there's a lot of food also that you missed that you should eat. Very good food out there. So that's it. Ease out. We'll be back another now. Until then, arise and shine. Give thanks for life. Yeah. Ease out.